ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Today is Kartigai month, Punarpusa Nakshatram. Today is the Trinakshatram of paravasthu pattarpirAn jIyar. Let us enjoy his life and glories a little bit today. Paravasthu pattarpirAn jIyar was born in Kanchipuram. His name at the time of his birth was Govinda. He was born as the son of an acharya named Madurakavi Iyer. He was said to be a descendant of either Aranapurattalvan or Naduvil Alvan. He became a disciple of Manavala Mamunigal. Initially, his name was Govinda Dasarappan. Manavala Mamunigal names him Bhattanatha. He is also known as pattarpirAn Dasar. Bhattanatha is Sanskritam. pattarpirAn is Tamil for that. And subsequently, Manavala Mamunigal also gives him sannyasa ashramam, and he becomes to be known as pattarpirAn jIyar and Bhattanatha Muni. Manavala Mamunigal had 8 primary disciples. They were known as Ashtadiggajas. Manavala Mamunigal appointed these most knowledgeable Sishyas as the torch bearers of our Sampradayam to carry our Sampradayam forward. And pattarpirAn jIyar was one amongst those 8 Ashtadiggajas. Just as Madurakavi Alvar was totally devoted to Nammalvar, and just as Deivavari Andan was totally devoted to Alavandar, just as Vaduganambi was totally devoted to Embermanar, pattarpirAn jIyar was totally devoted to Manavala Mamunigal. And just as Embar would never separate from Embermanar, pattarpirAn jIyar remained inseparable from Manavala Mamunigal. He also had a beautiful history of serving Manavala Mamunigal for several years, even before accepting sannyasa ashramam. One important aspect, an interesting aspect, is that every day when Manavala Mamunigal would have his bhiksha, that is his prasadam, pattarpirAn jIyar, even in his Purvashramam as Govindadasa, would consume food from the same plantain leaf on which Manavala Mamunigal had his prasadam. And the tradition is that we usually eat curd rice at the end of our meal. As Mamunigal completes his meal with curd rice, Bhattanatha Dasa or Govinda Dasa would eat curd rice first instead of starting with other prasadams. This is because he did not even want to change the taste that was left behind by Manavada Mamnigal. So if he took some other prasadam in the beginning on the same leaf, the taste left by Manavada Mamnigal would be changed. So to avoid that, he would start his prasadam, his meal, with curd rice, which was consumed by Manavada Mamnigal. Such was his Acharya Nishta. And it was because of this act he was known as More Munnar Iyer. More here means buttermilk. Munnar means first, eating first. Iyer means respected person. So he was known as More Munnar Iyer because he would eat curd rice or buttermilk rice first from the same plantain leaf on which Manaval Mamnigal had his prasadam. He also had the greatness of being very closely associated with Manaval Mamnigal, and Manaval Mamnigal's Sishyas would call Mamnigal as Bhattanatha Munivara Abhishta Daivatam. That means the dear Lord of Bhattanatha Muni. That is how they addressed Manavada Mamnigal. Manavada Mamnigal also had special attachment with pattarpirAn jIyar. Once before, when Appachiyar Anna came to accept Manavada Mamnigal as his Acharya, he called out Ponnadikal jIyar, who is also one of the Ashtadiggajas. Ponnadikal jIyar is Totadri Mutt or Vanamamalai Mutt first jIyar. And he asked Apache Aranna to become a disciple of Ponnadikal jIyar. At that time, he seated Ponnadikal jIyar on his own asanam, that is throne, and then he handed over the Tiruvali and Tiruchangu, that is Shankha and Chakra Mudra, which will be used to place the symbols on the shoulders when one accepts Panchasamskaram. And Ponnadikal jIyar was instructed by Manavala Mamnigal to perform Panchasamskaram to Apache Aranna. That was Manaval Mamnigal's special attachment towards Ponnadikal jIyar. Similarly, when Annaraya Chakravarti, who is a descendant of Tirumalai Nallan Chakravarti, came from Tirumala, Tirupati to Srirangam to accept Manavala Mamnigal as his Acharya, Manavada Mamnigal asks Annaraya Chakravarti to become a disciple of pattarpirAn jIyar. At that time, Manavada Mamnigal says, pattarpirAn jIyar is not different from me. He is the same as me. And Annaraya Chakravarti becomes a disciple of pattarpirAn jIyar happily. After Manavada Mamnigal ascends to Paramapadam, pattarpirAn jIyar goes to Tirumala, Tirupati and remains there, guiding many Sri Vaishnavas and uplifting them. He also wrote a beautiful grantham named Antimopaya Nishtai, which highlights how a disciple should behave towards his Acharya. In this grantham, pattarpirAn jIyar narrates many incidents from the lives of our Purvacharyas and highlights how one should treat their acharya. He also makes a special mention saying all of these are heard from Manavara Mamnigal directly, and he is only being a tool in documenting the words of his own acharya, who is Manavara Mamnigal. That was his great dedication towards his acharya. So we have seen a glimpse of pattarpirAn jIyar's greatness. Let us meditate upon his divine feet. ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
Please download our Koil KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store to listen to or download Upanyasams like these. Our website portal is koyil.org, koil.org.